welcome Johnny Millwater!
Yes! I love this part! Yes! Way to hold up your end of the social contract, Sarasota. Look at you! This is a beautiful looking group of diverse people. Running all the way from old white people to slightly older, slightly whiter people. I'm glad you're here. I feel fantastic. I'm healthy, happy, rich, and pretty, but I'm also bipolar. So you had a 50-50 chance. Feeling good tonight, feeling sexy. All these lovely people around there. Hey, howdy, sup, happy birthday. You know, they say a woman knows if she's gonna make love to a man within the first minute of meeting him. I've been up here for 2. Who's it gonna be? Huh? Sex with me! Beat the rush by applause! Yeah! Preferably a woman! At least 1, maximum of 3. 2 if you're big. Nothing personal, I have a very small car. Sex with me! Fine, I'll do it. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself, you know? I didn't think anybody'd go, whoa. I don't ask that because I'm trying to get laid. I'm just trying to bring you together. People are so divided now. We can't agree on food or politics or music or how you should live your life. The only thing every American can agree on that I've seen is that they don't want to fuck me. So, why not start with something relatable? And don't feel bad about it, I don't. I know why women don't want to have sex with me because throughout my life, they have been kind enough to tell me. Some women are intimidated by my masculinity. That's what that smell is if you're up front. Some women are shallow and they can't get past the various chins. Check this out, watch this. That was a sad day when I got high enough to figure out I could do that shit. I call those fat guy gills. Or doing double chin-ups. Some women don't want to have sex with me because they're married. I respect that. Some women don't want to have sex with me because I'm married. That's bullshit. Mind your business, you hypothetical whore. Don't you force your morality on me. I am married. Good thing, too, based on the results of that little poll. And the results of my little poll in general, I suppose. Dick joke! But yeah, I am married. Yeah, to a woman. Yeah, old school. Uh-huh. A lady, real one, speaks English, whole thing. Didn't have to send away or nothing. I even love her a lot. But don't let that stop you from making your move, ladies. My wife and I are swingers, she told me recently. You're all right. But enough about me. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for supporting live stand-up comedy. I'd like to thank a specific group before I forget. I just look out here and I see all these beautiful, strong, smart women. Can we have a beautiful, big round of applause for the lovely, intelligent, courageous, you know what? There's some sexy women here too. Let's kick it up. How about the beautiful, sexy women? Yeah, you know what? How about just the women showing cleavage? How about just the women showing, you know what? Forget the women. Just how about a round of applause for cleavage? How about a big round of applause for the concept of 2 breasts being pressed together in a pleasing manner? Yay! They call them boobies, but they should call them yay-bies. Because they make me happy. I'm serious. A woman showing cleavage deserves a thank you, because she's not just sexy. She's generous. She's making strangers happy out of the goodness of her heart. And that is a random rack of kindness that should be encouraged with free drinks and applause. That's the spirit, one guy in the back. So thank you, sexy women, for making the world a better place.
Oh, yes.
The rest of you selfish bitches, and you know who you are. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to shame you. I just say, look in the mirror and ask yourself why. You're beautiful. You're young. Every one of you. You'll never look this good again. Share. Come on, break them out. Undo a button. Sprinkle some glitter on there. Give something back to your community. There are women in Asia don't even have titties. You're gonna waste them? You're gonna show up at my show in a turtleneck and a scarf? Fuck you thrice. That is selfish. Wasteful. I'm mostly joking. I understand, though. Some women are modest. That's cool. Some women are afraid to dress sexy because other people are mean to them. We have this thing in America right now called slut shaming, and it's got to stop. This is a very simple, no-brainer issue to me. A woman who has sex with everyone is a hero. She's a humanitarian. By definition, running around giving out orgasms like candy on Halloween. I think the sluts not only should be shamed, I think we should look them in the eye and thank them for their service. I think sluts should get on the airplane first. I think the letters in slut stand for special lady using her talents. The rest here are just various degrees of wasteful. I can understand holding back 100 years ago, but now we got science, we got IUDs, we got Maury Povich. There's no reason a woman shouldn't be making love 23 hours a day if she is so inclined.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta eat. Have a sandwich, get back in there. If you're so inclined. I've never understood thinking less of a woman because she's had a lot of sex, especially if she's your partner. Because sex is something you get better at, right? So wouldn't you want her to be skilled? I don't understand. Men, you realize she's not gonna run out. Women, they regenerate. Like Wolverine. There's enough for everybody to love. The quality of pussy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath, if you use it right. Might not be a Shakespeare crowd, fair enough. Good to know. Good to know. I like to put a little highbrow in with the titty jokes. Okay. I was just trying to sound smart. I spend so much of my, if I put the energy into actually being smart that I do into trying to sound smart, I might be able to pull it off. Smart's an important thing, but it's not the most important thing. Let me ask you a question. And this is a real question. This is something I've asked everywhere that I've worked. If you had a choice, would you rather be smart or happy? We'll go by applause. No wrong answer. Who would rather be smart? 4. And I'm pretty sure 2 of you are lying. And who would rather be happy? The vast majority. Everywhere I've asked, it's all 50 states. Everybody goes, woo, for happy. So can we quit fucking around and legalize recreational marijuana in all 50 states? That's what I'm talking about. Some of you don't understand marijuana because you have jobs or whatever. It's not like drugs. You ever heard of crack whores? That's a drug. There's no, like that with weed. There's no can of bitches. Marijuana is just a decision you make at 4:20 in the afternoon. Tonight, I'm gonna be happy instead of smart. What's that? I hear that. I'm sweating like a porn star with one ball. You guys okay? Somebody cut around this. Oh, it's hot. There are downsides to smoking weed, of course. It's bad for your short-term memory and your concentration. It makes me paranoid when I smoke. I mean, I get really paranoid sometimes I think I'm a cop. And it's neurologically impossible to remember that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. How much of my life do I have to spend in that drive-thru feeling stupid? You ever pull into a Chick-fil-A on Sunday, you're all excited, hey, no line. Very small car. Usually the customer service is better. Somebody make me a sandwich. Fine, I'll do it myself. I love Chick-fil-A. For those of you who've never been to Chick-fil-A, maybe you're from out of town, Chick-fil-A is a restaurant we have mostly in the South where they make delicious chicken sandwiches with not one, but 2 pickles. That's right, my friend, 2 pickles. That's it. No lettuce, no tomato, no sauce. 2 pickles. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Or no bullshit, also a good way to interpret it. They make delicious chicken sandwiches, and they have excellent customer service, and the drive-thru is run by FEMA, and they make their own ice cream. And when you say thank you, they say, my pleasure. And they hate gay people, and there's a slide for the kids. That's what I heard. And of course, they're closed on Sundays. That's important to know, too. And of course, they're closed on Sundays because God hates chicken. That's exactly right. So it is written. It's in Leviticus. Look again. God hates chicken. That is why he calls them foul, brothers and sisters, because God hates chicken. That is why he gave them wings, but denied them the gift of flight. Because in the eyes of the almighty, chicken is an abomination. And that is why we hide eggs on Easter morning. Too close. If God didn't hate chicken, he wouldn't have taught cows how to spell. Even poorly. Closed on Sundays. What is this, 1774? You trying to tell me in America Chick-fil-A can't find a Jew to make chicken sandwiches? One day, a straight Jew, fine. A straight Jewish person make chicken sandwiches 1 day a week. Figure it out. That's what makes America great. We've got everybody so we can get each other's backs. It works out perfect. Jews rest on Saturdays. Christians rest on Sundays. Muslims rest on Fridays. Buddhists and Hindus rest whenever they get tired. Agnostics, who knows? Atheists, no rest. Back to work, heathen. No rest for the wicked. That Chick-fil-A joke took a weird turn, didn't it? That was exciting. Huh? A little roller coaster there. That was fun. I'm not a religious man myself. I'm just overdressed. The only holy place that I visit is Krispy Kreme donuts. But I love Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kreme. I like my wife a whole lot. I love Krispy Kreme. Because I can have Krispy Kreme. This one's just for me. I love Krispy Kreme so much that even with my OCD, it really doesn't bother me. They misspelled both crispy and cream. You only had 2 words, Slick. You jacked them both up. Doesn't matter. They're that good. You can call them crispy crappy creams. I still eat them. Unless there's a 3rd K. Wouldn't eat that. That's a racist donut. And a racist donut makes about as much sense as a homophobic chicken sandwich. Love Krispy Kreme. Best donut I've ever had. I've traveled all over the world. I've had donut, man. I've had beignets and coffee at New Orleans. I've had L.A. I've had the zombie donuts and Boston cream, the Dunkin'. Been up to Canada, had Tim Hortons. They're wonderful, delightful, delicious, lovely. But I'll tell you a secret about those donuts. Fuck those donuts. Because Krispy Kreme is so much better. Don't fuck the donuts. Let me rephrase that. People are going to watch this. I don't want to get letters. Do not fuck the donuts. I understand the temptation. But think it through. You're gonna get frosting all up in your business? Come on. You gotta pick out the sprinkles with the big tweezers. Is that too far? That's probably too far. The point is, Krispy Kreme tastes better than other donuts. If you've never had a Krispy Kreme donut because you're sexy or whatever, one of those people that wears shorts and eats quinoa and does burpees, good for you. If you've never had a Krispy Kreme donut, this is what it's like. Imagine, if you will, an angel sitting in heaven. She puts down her little harp and reaches up and tears down a tiny piece of cloud. And then she dips that fluffy piece of heaven in sugar. Love. Type 2 adult onset diabetes. And crack cocaine. Okay, don't mind that. Microwave that for 3 seconds. So good. So good. And you can buy them 12 at a time and the cops don't bust your balls. Because when you're at the Krispy Kreme, you and the cops are on the same team. Yeah. Plus, I don't like to brag. Well, I'll tell you that in just a minute. I'm talking about the real Krispy Kreme, by the way. I want to make that clear. I'm talking about a real Krispy Kreme, the big white building with a neon sign out front, right? The hot now sign, right? The hot now. You got me salivating just thinking about it. They got me all Pavloved up. That sign, nobody? That sign is intense. That sign has its own gravitational pull. If you're driving by and the hot now sign comes on, even your GPS knows. Recalculating. You're going in. You're going in hot and you're going in now. You could drive through. They have one, but I like to go inside because you get to watch them make the donuts. They got a big glass wall so you can see the whole process. And I'll just stand there for 15, 20 minutes, get in the mood. That one's mine. And you can watch the whole thing. It's like Mr. Rogers. You can see the Oompa Loompas singing and dancing, teaching valuable life lessons through song. Plus, when I was a single man, I met my fair share of the ladies at Krispy Kreme. Your doubt offends me. It's not hard if you got donut game. I'll teach you. Here's how you do it. Here's how you meet a lady at Krispy Kreme. Step 1, wait for that light to come on outside, all right? That neon light makes you look mysterious and cool. Step 2, you got a choice now. You got coffee. You can get bold, rich, or smooth. Which one do you get? Bold. It's bold. It's bold. Women think it's smooth, but smooth is like a third date beverage. Smooth is after you've already made the impression with bold. And if she's into rich, fuck her. You don't need none of that. Get yourself some bold, son. Bold coffee, no cream, no sugar, no lid, so she knows you're a man. After you grab your coffee, you look around the room, and you find a young lady sitting by herself eating a dozen donuts. That's your girl. Once you find her, you want to saunter on over with your coffee. That's how I saunter. You want to saunter. That's a hot beverage. If you sashay, you're going to spill it. Saunter. Then you got to present yourself with confidence. All about confidence. Oh, hi. I'm Johnny, and I like my women like I like my donuts. And now. If that doesn't work, try round and with the hole in them. Do you have 11 friends? Because everybody's going through the glazing machine tonight. All right, no, I agree. I agree. Boo for that joke. I agree. It's too far. I like you guys. I'm sweating like Cookie Monster on keto. Give me a second. Oh, this is fun. You guys just witnessed something. Hopefully there's no microphones or anything. That's what I want. Total silence, yes. No more laughs. Everybody stare at me like I'm dating a younger member of your family. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment ago you witnessed something very important about me. I was trying to be sexy, didn't work out. Can't do sexy. I finally accepted it. I used to think sexy was something I could become, like if I worked out enough, or I wore the right thing, or I said the right thing. But sexy doesn't work like that. Sexy's a vibe. Some guys walk in the room, and every woman turns and involuntarily starts doing Kegels. I am not that guy. I give a vibe, but it's the wrong vibe. When women see me, they say things like, damn, I bet he's a good listener. That's the wrong vibe. So I'm out of the game. I'm done. No more sex unless you offer. But for the rest, that's my policy. But for the rest of you who are still in the game, I got a present for you. It's something you can use tonight. You can use the rest of your life. It'll cost you nothing and bring you joy. And I sincerely hope every single one of you uses this. I was looking at my hand once, which is bound to happen if you have enough free time and marijuana. I was looking at my hand and I realized something. You guys know what this means, right? The little hand gesture here. Anybody? This means I love you. If this means I love you, and I do, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thanks for making me feel so welcome. Thank you for supporting live stand-up comedy in Sarasota for 30 years. I love you. If this means I love you, and I know you know what this means because I drove here. If this means I love you, and this means fuck you, then this means I'd love to fuck you. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? I'd love to fuck you. That's handy. That is an idea that needs to be expressed more often and more simply. That's nonverbal seduction. Give it a try. Pinky, thumb, middle finger. You can use that. I don't care who you are. You're having a date with your wife, your husband, you think they look sexy and amazing. You can't tell them when nobody's looking. Take you 2 seconds, make them feel special. Yeah, but do it right. Pinky, thumb, middle finger, okay? I don't want to see anybody at the bar after the show. Hey, blah, 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 thumb. No! No! That's how you pick up Balkan chicks. And they're not coming home with you unless it's the mating season of Pon Far. Now, I understand. Wow! Wow! That joke has never, ever worked. Wow! It's easy to get confused. A lot of hand jobs. This one's close. What's this one? That's rock on. Also to accept the 2 outs. There's okay, there's peace, the Dee and me, grease the Dee and you. That's a puppy. Clearly a puppy. Variety entertainer, folks. There you go. What's that? Can I do a camel? Glad you asked. Wrong song. And then, oh, here's a fun one. Anybody here from Canada? Hey! The people being rude are from Canada? That's weird. So, not anymore. Now you're lovely. I'm so glad you're here. I love Canada. This is what I learned from Canada, and this is true. This is absolutely true. I did not make this up. This is called the falcon, okay? The falcon. What you do is you find a young lady that you care about who's wearing a short dress or short shorts or something, and you sneak up behind her, and when she's not paying attention, you grab her in the ass with your index finger like that, and she goes, ah! Like a falcon. Thanks, Canada. You guys are Ontario, right? In the Vancouver area, they call it the Screaming Eagle. That's more of a West Coast thing. And the Nova Scotia folk, the Quebecois, they call it the Poo-Hook. That's what they call it. That's not true? Fair enough. You're just not talking to the right people. Then, of course, there's this fella here. It's called the shocker. Now, if you don't know what the shocker is, I'm not going to tell you. Because I'm a gentleman. Note the short nails. Let's just say this means I love you too. But that's not mine. This one's mine. Let's take that one with you. And I hope that you use it. Wow, you guys, are amazing. It's my first time playing this club here in Sarasota, and it's such a pleasure to be here. It's with the history of this club, and to be on with Les tonight is such a privilege. I'm kind of curious to see how the special turns out because I'm on that new diet where you don't drink. It feels weird. Anybody ever tried it? I'll tell you something about sobriety. Not for everybody. I love drinking. I started drinking when I was, let's say 21. In case there's a narc here. My friends got me started drinking back in Tampa, Florida, where I grew up. Tampa, Florida. That hesitation says it all. How many of you have been to Tampa, Florida? Who's been back? There you go. I don't like it. I don't like Tampa. I grew up there, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like a flea market on the surface of the sun. The people in Tampa drive like they're on fire. You know Tampa has more lightning strikes than any city in the world? That's a fact. You know why? Fucking deserve it. One wasn't very clever. That's the Ebor I like, but that's neither here nor there. Well, it's there. You shouldn't talk. You know what they call people from Tampa? They call us Tampons. I don't care for that. Makes people think we're stuck up. Hey, it's a joke. Okay. We'll throw a joke in there every now and then to keep things moving. That's the spirit. Tampa. My friends got me started on a drink called Mad Dog 2020. That's up. My people! I knew I wasn't the only overdressed hillbilly up in this bitch. All right. Mad Dog 2020. For those of you who never had Mad Dog, maybe you're Canadian, or maybe you have self-respect, or maybe you're a Boone's Farm snob, or perhaps you lack the 75 cents to get your own gallon. I'm not here to judge. Mad Dog 2020 is a brightly colored, viscous liquid in a bottle marked wine. But that ain't wine. For one thing, it comes in purple, orange, green, and blue. I drank blue. Was labeled blue. Raspberry blue. It tasted like Windex and antifreeze with a little pinch of Kool-Aid for flavor, because wine is never, ever blue. You know what else isn't blue? Raspberries! Blue wine. No such thing. Although one night at a party in college, I had some red wine, I had some white wine, then I had some blue wine, I had a can of chicken and stars with noodles. The next morning, I puked a flag. They're gonna cut that one. Because it's dumb. But you did great. The cool thing about drinking now is so much easier, you know? When I was a kid, you had to plan ahead. My parents always said things like, you gotta designate a driver. Designate a driver. But they didn't tell me you have to designate the driver at the beginning of the evening. That's an important detail. You can't just be sitting shit-faced in a semicircle. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potatoes, 4. That is not designating a driver, okay? That's randomly choosing who's going to jail. That's a game nobody wins. So here's what you do. Go out with friends partying, want to get home safe. Me and my friends, we would call ChickfilA. Because they'll tow you and your drunk ass car 100 miles, 7 times a year. If you're a platinum member, and I am, ladies, get to wake up in your own bed. The only downside, it was always me that had to make the actual call to AAA, because out of all my friends, I had the best sober voice. Do you remember your sober voice? It might have been a while. Do you remember you're 15, 16, you got something illegal in your brain, but you have to talk to an authority figure, you have to talk to the principal or Commissioner Gordon or the Pope. You want to sound like what you think a responsible adult would sound like. So that's what I do. I'm in the front trying to sound sober. My friends are in the back seat, windows down, different agenda. I'm in the front seat trying to sound like a grown-up. Quiet! Everybody's quiet and sober. Shh. I gotta call AAA. Shh. Why would I call ChickfilA? They don't deliver and they're closed this Sunday. Quiet! This story takes place in 1996. As your preface this is before the turn of the century. You damn kids, you have no idea how good you have it with your apps and your hashtag YOLO and your Hitchhiker's Guide to the Samsung Galaxy Snapchat. In my day, if you wanted to talk on the phone in the car, you had to drag a 50-pound briefcase into the front seat with a car battery and a book of stamps. Texting took 3 days, Missy, and we were grateful. Got distracted. Hello. Yes, and good evening to you, sir. Was that? Oh, I beg your pardon, madam. Have I reached the offices of... Excellent. Please send a tow truck here. My vehicle's not going forward presently. What's wrong with it? I'm no mechanic. But I have observed a noise. There's a noise in the rear. If I had to guess, it's the gasket, the manifold, the gasket manifold, the rear gasket manifold belt, oil, flux capacitor. Our tires were stolen. Woo! All 4 of our tires were absconded by ruffians. While myself and my esteemed colleagues were reading Dickens to underprivileged children for charity. Please just send a truck. The backstory is not pertinent to your task. Where am I? Where am I? I am up front with Charlie. The street address? Fine, I'll do it myself. I have a very small car. You guys, thank you. Thank you very much. Sincerely, thank you for making me feel so welcome. My name's Johnny Millwater. Hope you had a few laughs. And until next time, remember, be good, but not too good. Good night.
Johnny Millwater!